Hey, welcome back to Law on the Bayou. I'm Bradley Phillips with Phillips Law here in New Orleans, Louisiana. We practice criminal defense and personal injury, and we make sure that prosecutors see you as more than just some charges on a piece of paper. And today I want to talk to you about something really near and dear to my heart. This is something I very much believe in, and that is your right to defend yourself. We're going to break down 3 ways to know if you have a valid self-defense claim here in Louisiana. This is one of those topics that can make all the difference if you ever find yourself in a tough spot, so let's dive in. First, we got to look at are you facing an immediate threat? First thing you need to do if you're in a self-defense situation is figure out what does that mean. Well, if you're claiming self-defense, you got to be facing a real, right now danger to yourself or someone else. It's not just something that you think might happen down the road. The threat needs to be happening right now in front of you or about to happen in a way that forces you to act right then. So want you to picture this. Going to give you an example. You're at a bar. Someone starts yelling. They're acting crazy. They're saying they're going to get you. You don't like how they looked at your girlfriend. You stepped on their shoe. You spilled a drink on them. Is that annoying? Yes. An immediate threat? Nope. No weapon, no aggressive actions, just words. Under Louisiana law, that's not enough to justify using force to defend yourself. Now, if that same person is out waiting for you by the car, they've threatened you, that's something that goes into your mindset. But let's say that same person pulls out a knife and starts coming at you in the bar. That's a whole different ballgame. That is a real, immediate danger. Your life is being threatened by somebody charging you with a knife. Your life is on the line right then and there, and you've got a valid self-defense claim because the threat is real and urgent. Big takeaway to remember, an immediate threat has to be real, and it has to be happening now. It can't be what you think is going to happen in the future. So, reasonable belief of danger, that's the second thing. So, what does that mean? Not just about how scared you feel in that moment. It's about whether the reasonable person, the average person walking around, if they were in your shoes, would they think they were in danger as well? Let's start with a situation that probably doesn't pass that test. You're having a heated argument with someone. They're standing far away. They're empty-handed. They're not making any moves toward you. You might feel uncomfortable. You might feel like this is going down a path that you don't like. But there's no immediate threat of physical harm. If you respond with force, probably wouldn't fly as self-defense because most people wouldn't see it as a situation that you're in as an immediate danger that they have to use force or violence to get out of. Let's look at something more clear-cut. You're walking home at night. Somebody runs up to you. They're shouting. They're making threats. They're maybe trying to rob you. They got a pipe that they're brandishing at you. Most people would think, pretty solid reason to believe you're about to be harmed. Crazy person yelling at you, threatening you with a pipe, that's real, imminent danger right then. And would reasonably be believed to be real, imminent danger right then. Has to be logical, not just to you, but to anybody else that might be placing themselves in your shoes. Finally, lastly, and really importantly, the use of force has got to be proportionate, and it has to match the level of the threat you're facing. So somebody can't say, I'm going to slap you, you pull out a gun and shoot them. But let me give you a couple of examples. Somebody shoves you during an argument, right? You don't like that. You push them back. That's a proportionate response. But if somebody shoves you and without another thought, you pull out a gun, shoot them, pull out a knife, stab them, that's excessive, especially if your life wasn't in immediate danger. The law wants you to respond, and you're allowed to respond, but it's got to be appropriate to the situation. You can't take it up a notch to the next level. Now, here's a scenario where force probably would be proportionate. Now, somebody threatens you with a knife. They're coming at you. They're being aggressive. In that case, using a weapon to protect yourself, definitely reasonable, given that you're facing a threat from a deadly weapon. The force you use matches the danger. You don't have to wait to get stabbed before you defend yourself. Sum it up, those are the 3 big things that you got to think about if you're claiming self-defense. Is there an immediate danger? Do you have a reasonable belief of that danger? And is the force you're using proportionate to the situation? Really important that you think about those, that you know those. So if you or someone you know is facing charges, call us at 504-434-7000. We'll set up a free consultation so you can speak to one of our attorneys, and we'll go through how we can help. You need it, you want it, you deserve the best representation when your life is on the line, and that's where we come in. Thank you all so much for tuning into Law on the Bayou. Don't forget, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on social media for more legal tips and insights. Take care.